So how do I approach a score? Well, I read it through and then I read any kind of material, play, whatever, that is related to the story. And I research. The political, social context, the religions, what they ate, what they drank, what they wear, based on the climate, because that influence our behavior, what we wear. I do that not only in the context of the play and the opera, but also during the life. I'm interested about the life of the composer, of the librettist, what they believed in, why they believed in those things, based also on social, political context, historical context. And once I have all those elements, I look at the psychology of the characters and what was their influence from the composer, the play, whatever, and where are the characters in their growth as human beings. What is this all about? What do they believe? What do they want? What is the opera? What are the main emotions or points? And then once we have that arch, I see if I can place the context somewhere else, geographically or historically. Can we visit another time period, another place, such as, for instance, for the comedy Elixir of Love, do we only have to do it in Italy, or can we do it in Ghana, West Africa? Can we take Carmen and place it under Franco time? As she has to die, can we make her die differently? Those considerations. So that's how I go about the score. Well, in the approach of a character, I'm interested to understand what's at stake for them. What pushes them in one or another direction. But it's really like having a conversation with a friend and observing that friend that is in pathos or in joy or in love, and observing the body language, observing the usage of the words. What are they saying? Of course, the music in the score with underlie, or completely in an opposing way from the words they're saying, and that's create another level of interest. I try to understand just with the words and the music what they act, what's at stakes. But then there is the performer himself, what the performer will give me from their own experience, from their own stage in life, their own growth, and their body, their expression, their influences. And we make a mix from my understanding of the psychology of a character and what the actual performer is giving me also. Well, the way I like to work with artists is from the principle that we are all in love with the art form. We choose to do this, and I am their servant as well as the servant of opera, which we adore. So from that perspective, I would like to push their limits further and deeper beyond what they could imagine they could do, whatever stage of their career they find themselves. In order to do so, I have to create a trust between us. This trust comes when an artist feels respected in their artistry at whatever level they are, the hard work they put into the learning of a score, in their body through costumes or through physicality, in their time also, when their time is respected, they're grateful, and also their sensitivity understood and appreciated and respected, and lastly their ideas. Once they feel respected and appreciated, an artist usually is very generous and open, and we are here to create a very vivid and relevant character and paint a compelling story together. I would love for them to take something that I give them and reuse it in another production. I do love to work in fun, joyous, full of humor atmosphere and surroundings. It's already such a hard work that we have to do it with fun. Well, the usage of a space is probably one of my favorite creative effort. Of course, there are some financial considerations. Do we have a big set? Can we use everything around us in the audience, or if it's open air in the field, can we use all those elements to create the illusion of a set? But mostly, I think the focus is the experience we want to give to an audience and to the actors. And it's magical to have Don José entering from center aisle in an audience and people hearing the voice right there by their sides. It's magical to have the demons of Don Giovanni popping from each door of the balcony and while the action is happening on stage too. So using all the dimensions that we can with the purpose of creating a bigger experience or being more realistic. It's interesting. So anything that we have around us, we will use. One of my absolute passion is stage violence. It's the dance of give and take with this passionate acting, super safe, built, customized for the performers according to their body shape, their willingness, their capacity, and of course the drama. And I've trained really hard in different stage combat, but also in real martial arts. I did Taekwondo, I did Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, Muay Thai, and French boxing, American boxing, a little bit of capoeira, and fencing. And all this gave me the opportunity to know where it really hurts when you get hit. And so I convey this to the actors, tell them how to react in the most realistic way possible, and have fun with it in a very, very, very safe way.